We turn now to a new challenge to the Mueller investigation. Andrew Miller, an associate of Trump campaign advisor Roger Stone, was held in contempt after intentionally, that is strategically, refusing to testify before a Washington grand jury on Friday. Miller's attorney is questioning the constitutionality of the whole investigation.
It has been a week of major political developments in Washington. For a closer look, we turn to Shelby Holliday, a reporter for the Wall Street Journal. Shelby, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's start right there. Andrew Miller held in contempt. You wrote on Friday about Roger Stone becoming more scrutinized in the investigation. What can you tell us?
Yes, this was just one piece of news. Andrew Miller is intentionally defying his subpoena, as you said. It seems to be a strategy so that he can challenge this, the contempt order. He had already challenged the special counsel's authority. A judge struck that down, but now he plans to challenge again, so we'll see where that goes. We also saw a close associate of Roger Stone's, Randy Credico, get a subpoena yesterday. Randy Credico is who Roger Stone says was his back channel to WikiLeaks during the 2016 election. Now, Roger Stone is under scrutiny because he communicated with WikiLeaks and a persona, Guccifer 2.0, that the special counsel's office said was a front for Russian intelligence that hacked emails and later distributed them on WikiLeaks. So Roger Stone's communications with these two groups are raising a lot of questions, and Randy Credico may be able to shed some light on that. We also saw testimony yesterday before the grand jury of another Stone associate, Kristen Davis. Unclear, though, what she would know about his contacts with Julian Assange or anyone in Russia.
Still up in the air as this potential sit down with the president. What do we know about this? How did this impact?
And anyone reporting on this will say, we'll believe it when we see it. The special counsel's office and Trump's lawyers have been going back and forth since January about the scope of a possible interview. There have been some counter offers, and most of what we're learning it's coming from the president's team. So we don't exactly have the special counsel's side of this story, but the president's team wants to limit the scope. They don't want the president to be asked about obstruction of justice. They've previously said they don't want him talking about his business dealings, and they also suggested that he write answers to the special counsel's questions. Any prosecutor you talk to says that's highly unlikely Mueller will go for that. So at this point, again, we'll believe it when we see it.
Yeah. They talk about a potential perjury trap for the president, kind of a dubious concept there. If you tell the truth, I don't know how it can be a trap.
Right.
A trial that is going on right now, the Paul Manafort trial, that's a tax fraud case, but it could be tied into another case on collusion down the line. Walk us through how that Manafort case could potentially connect to the larger Russia investigation.
Right. So this is one of two trials. There will be another Paul Manafort trial in September. This case has, it started off with the ostrich vest and the python jacket and some of the flashy things Manafort was buying. But very quickly, the prosecution got into his financial troubles and how much debt he was in 2016. If you're looking at some of the exhibits uploaded by the special counsel, two things are very clear. There's a paper trail that shows Paul Manafort was masterminding some of these alleged schemes to, what the prosecutors say, launder money, get fraudulent loans. He was lying to banks. Now, Manafort will present his defense of this, but another thing that really sticks out is there is a lot of back and forth between Paul Manafort and a man named Konstantin Kilimnik. The special counsel's office has said Konstantin Kilimnik had ties to Russian intelligence in 2016. And if you look at the evidence, he was facilitating payments to Manafort from some pro-Russian Ukrainians. And he came to the U.S. to meet with Manafort in 2016 during the campaign, while Manafort was the campaign manager. So these are some of the tea leaves we're looking at that could lead to any sort of possible collusion charges.
I'm telling you, the devil is in the details.
Right.
You need a deck of cards to track the players.
Exactly.
Shelby Holliday, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.